Kia ora, my name is Graham Want, and what you see in front of you now is the web index page to the Racquet type game scoring and scheduling web apps that I've created. However, there is one exception, and that is Private Bulletin, which is a social media type web app, similar to Facebook, but at the same time quite different. All these web apps can be run from a web browser or as an Android app. In each box you can see there's a short list of the specs for that application. Today we are going to look at my latest creation, Blackboard Tennis Scheduler, for scheduling casual doubles tennis games where a group of players may come together once or twice a week to play a casual roll-up tennis doubles. I've named this app Blackboard Tennis Scheduler as the tennis clubs quite often use a blackboard to draw up games. So let's click on Check for Updates. This shows us the current level of all those applications. It shows you how you can get access to the Android app for that particular application. Shows you the browser hot link for that application. Down the bottom here we have Blackboard Tennis Scheduler. As you can see here is the download link for the Android app. This is a download link for a standalone browser application of it. And here's the hot link itself to the website. Let's just click on that and we'll have a look at it. When you start the app up, this is the screen that you will see, except this button won't be illuminated. And the first thing you need to do is to build your player pool. So enter your player's name here, and each player is given a parameter, 1 or 2. Now that could be for level of skill, like 1 for very good and 2 for average. Could be for sex, could be for colour of hair, that's up to you. Let's add a few names to show you how you do this. So we'll add in Fred, here's a parameter of 1. We'll add in John, here's a parameter of 2. We'll add Sue, she has a parameter of 1. We have Jan, she has a parameter of 2, and we'll add Bob, here's a parameter of 1. Now if you make a mistake here, you can just click on their name and they'll disappear from the list. Add them back in again if you wish, with the correct parameter, and there. At this point, if you're happy with the pool of players that you've built, you can save the list. It'll save it in the cache of the browser. It'll also save it in your downloads folder. Just to prove that, let's just clear out this display here, as you can see, and I'll load in our saved list, which is currently in our browser cache. And there we are. There's the list that they just built. Now what I'm going to do now is to import a pool that I created earlier. Choose the file. There's our current pool. I've got 2 copies there now of that. Thursday full. Load that in. The pool's been restored. It's now in the browser cache. When they start again, yes. Now is it really there? Let's just load the saved list, and there it is. So now that we have our pool of players there, as the players arrive, you just click their checkbox and they'll be added for the players playing today. As you can see, the list is growing. Now if you've made a mistake there, just click on the checkbox again and they'll be taken away from the list. Right, and we add this up to we'll just get a few more players in there. And at this point in time, you've now got the choice of a manual setup of a round for round 1 or a random round 1. Let's just try the manual setup. So now allocate the courts to the players one at a time. Okay, court 1, and push the enter key. Court 1 for them, and we'll have Ellie on 1 as well, and we'll have Mike on 1. Okay, now we put the court 2. Court 2. You can do this any order you like, but you can only have 4 players per court, obviously. And they're all assigned now. If you're happy with the players assigned to the courts that you want, you click on Start Game. So that's now the players for round 1. And all the other rounds are going to be random. So at this point in time, maybe another couple of players have just turned up. So let's just say that they have, and we'll click on Sue and Tom, and you'll see that they've been added to the list. Now, round 2 is going to be a random round. In fact, all future rounds are random, and you have no control over them. So we shall click on the button here. Do you want to click set up round 2? Yes. And as you'll see here, round 2 has now been set up, and those 2 players that we've just added have been added into the people playing that day. Now the A's play the B's, so 1A and 1A play 1B and 1B, and so on. So I click the button again for the next round. And as you can see here, there they are. They've all been assigned to different courts again. And maybe it's getting towards the end of the day now, and a couple of players have decided they want to go home. So we just click on the ones that are leaving now, and you'll find they'll be taken off the list. They're no longer in this list. And we click next random, and the last round is made up with those that are remaining. Let's just go back and have a look at what's there, and as you can see, there's one more thing that you can do. You can print the schedule out, which will also, depending when you do that, will show you where everybody played that day. It takes a couple of seconds for this to come up. But there we are. There's that's our pool, and down below here we've got those that were left playing and the courts that they were playing on. I hope you've understood and enjoyed just what I've showed you. Look, just give it a go if you think it's any use to you. Try it out. It is free. And if it's no good, well, of course, don't use it. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.